And now it's time for today's daily forecast with EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martrich.
Good Monday morning to you. It is October 8th, 2018, and we have another onshore flow. We have a little bit of a backdoor front that's situated just like this across the region. Then along that frontal boundary, we'll have the opportunity for some spotty drizzle. This is going to be much like it was on Saturday. Clouds across the entire region. High pressures up here near the Gulf of Maine, and you have an onshore flow also complicating matters. So that's going to give us a round of drizzle and fog. Fog and drizzle probably holds on till about late morning or early afternoon, and then we just remain cloudy the rest of the day. So very much like Saturday was, and then I think Tuesday is going to end up just like Sunday was in a lot of places. So going forward from this point, we see not really too much going on. Have the continuation of the clouds, fog, drizzle overnight in spots, and then we get into Tuesday morning on here in the global models, just some morning fog and drizzle, and then that gives way to partly cloudy skies in the afternoon from south to north. It might take a while for the further north areas to get into the clearing because that's that same backdoor front that moved off to the south is now moving off to the north and away from our region. So it's going to move back northward as a warm front. Getting back over to the precipitation for today, we can see really not a lot going on. So if you look at our local forecast, you'll see a 20% chance listed, but that's mostly just fog or drizzle associated with fog, and you can't really see too much here. This is all just the future simulated radar picking up on drizzle across the entire area. And again, that's going to be in association with that backdoor front. Once that moves off to the north on Tuesday, we'll start off that way. Overnight tonight, of course, with the fog and drizzle continuing, and then on Tuesday morning, we'll have the fog and drizzle to start, and then we'll have improving conditions in the afternoon, it looks like. So almost like a repeat if you take the entire weekend and then make Saturday Monday and make Sunday Tuesday. It's kind of like how it's going to work out. It looks like, and of course, warmer temperatures are going to come back here into the picture here for Tuesday as well. Today will be on the cooler side with those clouds and that fog and drizzle around. So moving forward from this point, we have a landfalling hurricane expected along the Gulf Coast. That will be on Wednesday morning, it looks like, and when it comes in sometime on Wednesday, and it's on the northern Gulf Coast, somewhere between right along Alabama, Georgia, Florida, somewhere in that region. We're going to keep a close eye on that, though, because the remnant rains from that may make an impact on at least our southeastern areas. I'll get into that in a second. Here's a look at Wednesday here locally. And this is, we don't have anything going on here on Wednesday except for maybe an isolated shower, but otherwise we're partly to mostly cloudy across the region. This cold front is going to be coming in through the west. At the same time, here's what is expected to be a hurricane. This is Michael. It is now a tropical storm. Sometime during the day here on Monday or late in the day, maybe early Tuesday, we should see it upgraded to a hurricane, and it's going to come up here somewhere along the Gulf Coast across anywhere from probably Alabama all the way over to the panhandle of Florida, anywhere on the panhandle of Florida. So we're going to watch that closely. Not going to monitor this as we would with like we did with Florence, because at one time it was threatening our area directly. But we will watch this just for the remnants, and that would be the rain and maybe a little bit of wind involved with that remnant wind as it comes up here and gets picked up by this trough. I'm going to go through that now because the trough is very important. Here is a look at late Wednesday night. We have some scattered showers starting to move into the picture. Off to the south and west, here is the landfalling system that is Michael that is now over land, and they'll be making its way off to the north and east. This trough is going to pick this up, so it can't go too far inland. I'm really not worried about areas too far inland, but it may enhance rainfall along the frontal boundary as it makes its way to the north and east. So here is a look at Thursday morning. Here is a look at Thursday afternoon. You can see the system itself is actually over eastern Virginia at this point and continuing off to the north and east like this. So most of our area in the interior will not have anything other than just an enhanced rainfall along the cold front itself, but the low pressure track itself may come over or very close to at least southern Delaware and southern New Jersey. So we're going to keep a close eye on this as it moves off to the northeast. The good thing about this is because this trough is picking this up, this area that's right back here is some seriously cool air. All right, and it is going to be moving in pretty quickly. So this trough is perfectly timed to keep this going out in this direction. It's going to accelerate to the north and east. So it's not going to hang around for very long. It's going to move in and move out pretty quickly. This is looking at later on Tuesday. And then as we get into Tuesday night, you can see it's just off the coast here, off the Delmarva, and you get some heavy rain across Delaware and southern New Jersey, but the interior is shutting off the precipitation. Why is that happening? Because that trough is coming in and pushing this thing out to sea. So it's going to accelerate this to the north and east. So a quick heavy rain burst here across Delaware, southern New Jersey. I do think this is primarily the area we have to watch. I don't think it's going to come too far to the northwest. And again, it's because that trough coming in is going to pick it up and shove it down to the southeast. It can't really, this trough would really have to slow up. And it's really not, no, there's no guidance really suggesting that right now. So we're going to keep an eye on it just in case. But I do think it's going to be mainly a Delaware, South Jersey thing, maybe central New Jersey and the Philadelphia metro. They'll have to keep a close eye on that. And then I see 6 hours later, it goes from here to here, and it's all the way by Cape Cod, almost south of Cape Cod at this point. And we are starting to get into improving conditions. So Friday, we're expecting partly to mostly sunny skies in the wake of Michael moving away, or the remnants of Michael. And then we are going to have a very autumn-like weekend, and not just autumn like normal autumn. I'm talking about below average temperatures, 50s for highs in some places here over the weekend. It's going to feel like a crisp fall morning. Temperatures are going to get down in the 30s and 40s overnight on Saturday night, Friday night, Saturday night. It's going to be very chilly. This is going to be a little bit of a shock because we've had cool shots come in here, but it's going to getting us back to from well above average temperatures back down to near average. So this is going to be quite a shock. This is going to be our first real shot of autumn air coming in here, and it's definitely going to feel the part of autumn once we get into this weekend and going into next week. I'm Eastern PA with Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is our outlook for October 8th, 2018. Have a great Monday.